Hello, everyone. So my name is Tali Bielski, and I'm the Partnerships Director of EarthToday and Managing Director of Union of Nature. A little bit about us. So we are a group of entrepreneurs based in Amsterdam from the media, fintech, and advertising backgrounds. And we recently launched, last April, Earth Day in the Netherlands, which is our pilot market. We have about 40 employees. 50% of them are developers. We have 40 individual funders and 110 angel investors supporting us on our mission. And we have about 20,000 members and 60 businesses that are using our product. And our mission is to increase awareness on the state of the planet and accelerate its protection meter by meter. Now, before I tell you more about us and our product, I want to share a little intro video with you.
I'm Jane Goodall, and I stand up for nature. And I stand up for nature with fresh air. It provides us with fresh air. It's our source of life. It's our source of life. All over the world agree that if we want our children to have a future, we need to protect our future. 50% of our planet. 50% every single day. We're taking every single day millions of square meters from nature. Millions of square meters from nature. This must stop. This must stop. Join Earth Today. Protect 1 square meter of nature. Protect 1 square meter of nature. For just €1 proof of protection and receive a proof of protection. Registered together we can secure our future. Together we can secure our future. By meter. Meter by meter. Join Earth Today. Join Earth Today.
It's all double just to emphasize the message. So, since our launch, we protected over 1.4 million square meters. So Earth Today is basically a consumer-facing platform. We connect individuals and we connect businesses to nature protection on global scale. So over 1.4 million square meters already protected. Before, 2 days ago when I updated this slide, this was the number. Now I checked it just before, it was already 20,000 square meters more than it's now. And this counter is our obsession. So we are obsessed about it. We wake up every morning, we check out this counter. And what we're doing now is working very hard to create a situation in which this counter never stops. So square meters are constantly protected. So it's a little bit like the fossil fuel subsidy counter, but just the opposite. Now, our product is square meters of protected nature. Every day, every person can make a difference by protecting a square meter of nature for less than a price of a cup of coffee. So €1.20, which makes it extremely accessible for everyone to contribute. Now, this is a new unit of impact. Its narrative goes beyond carbon and goes beyond planting trees. A square meter of nature is the foundation for everything. It's the ground, it's the soil. And it includes, of course, mitigating climate change, but also biodiversity, and also the social and economic growth of the local communities. Now, we are marketeers, we are advertising people and fintech. We do not protect these square meters ourselves. The funds that we raise are channeled toward Union of Nature Foundation. It's a member-governed foundation, which is governed by its members. And probably in the first time in history, from what we know, that nature organizations are collaborating on a business model level. So it's a world first. What we see in the sector is that these organizations, they collaborate a lot on ground. They share knowledge with one another. They lobby together. They sign petitions. But when it comes to fundraising, they always compete. And this is also part of the problem why nature protection is not scaling to the extent it should. So these are our founding members, a growing group. These are the first 6. And this group, a pioneering group of reputable organizations, including Peace Parks Foundation that just spoke earlier today, and they're collaborating under one single product, which is measurable, super simple, a square meter of nature to deliver this product to the market. Now, our nature organizations, they operate in different areas around the world, biodiversity hotspots, and we select specific projects in which we support. And this group is constantly growing as we're increasing our international footprint. So more and more organizations and more projects are supported through EarthToday. And what's common with all these organizations is that they all have scaling capabilities. So what we're focusing on is bringing new square meters under protection. Eventually, we want to contribute to the global goal of protecting 50% of the planet. And we need to do that by 2050. So it's all about scale. It's all about expanding nature organizations and bringing new square meters under protection. Now, every time our users protect a square meter or claim it on our platform, they get a square meter somewhere in the world protected by one of these organizations. Now, our product also, so every square meter is basically, we issue and we sell a digital proof of protection. We also call it a yuan. It's registered to your name and it's uniquely geocoded. Every single yuan is uniquely geocoded. Now, this is a little bit like a collectible, right? Like a banknote or a stamp. And our users actually collect their yuans in a personalized wallet on earthtoday.com. Now, when you think about donating to nature organizations, charities, what usually comes to mind is a website which you go in, you choose a project or a tree, you put in your credit card details, maybe you sign up for the newsletter, and you get information once a month. So what we're trying to do with EarthToday is create a whole new user experience, so it's actually exciting and engaging for people to protect nature. And it's also a reason for them to come back and protect more. So this is what we're all about. Now, the scale comes from the companies. The companies, they use these square meters as a purpose-driven reward to actually engage their customers and their employees. So what usually happens is that companies donate, and then it ends up at the corporate end of the year corporate social responsibility report. Well, not with EarthToday. We work with over 60 companies today, and they each use the square meter in a different way. So we have, for example, a music festival, Lowlands. They give 10 square meters to every ticket holder. We have a hotel that donates a square meter for every night stay to its guests. And we also have a supermarket that is rewarding its customers for buying organic products. So we really tailor the engagement program to the needs and incentives of the companies. Now, engagement plays a key role in ensuring a continuation and interest in nature protection, in bringing these people back to protect more. So when you protect a square meter on EarthToday, this is what happens. You virtually visit your square meter, which is uniquely geocoded and registered in your name. You can zoom in and you can zoom out. You can explore the area. And then you're pulled into a complete content hub, a portal of content that inspires you, educates you, and entertains you about what is happening on EarthToday. So people, our users, they come back on a daily basis to EarthToday to read more about what is happening on the planet.
Tali, just to let you know that you've
run out of time.
Yeah, but if you could just...
I'm wrapping up. So to summarize, we protected 1.4 million square meters. We have 20,000 members with an average transaction of 22 euros. We have 6 Union of Nature members, which is growing, 60 brand partners, and 150 funders and angels. Now, this is what happened when we just launched. So the screaming in the background continues. But I just wanted to share this with you because this is our goal. And to get here, to get to a situation that this counter goes and people go berserk, they're enchanted with what is happening. They feel empowered.
Tali, I'm so sorry. I have to.
Yes, and that's it. This is what we want to do. We want to collaborate with businesses, and we're funding for global expansion.
Thank you so much.